Hi, welcome to all of you. In this video, I am going to explain the slope of a point over line and slope of a point over any given curve. So, what is the actual meaning of dy by dx? When we say dy by dx, when we differentiate, what is the actual meaning of that? So, we know that this actually gives the slope of that particular point in respect to x when we differentiate it. So take one example. We have a pair of function which is nothing but distance and speed. So let's suppose we have distance which is nothing but ft and speed which is nothing but df by dt. So this is function 1 and this is function 2. Similarly, you just take one more pair of functions which is nothing but height which is y x and slope which is dy by dx. So this is nothing but one function 1 and function 2. So this is height of a mountain and this is slope of a mountain. So here also we have a function 1 and function 2, and what we have to do, we have to find out the connection between function 1 and function 2, and this is all about calculus. What is the relationship between function 1 and function 2? So before explaining this, let's try to find out the slope of a line. So let's suppose we have a function which is fx bx plus c. So this b is nothing but slope of a line and this is intercept. So let's suppose we have, this is x axis, this is y axis. So how to find out the slope of this particular line? And this line is nothing but this one. So for this, what we will do, we will take 2 points on this line. So let's take this 2 point. One point is this, another point is this. So how do we find out the slope between these 2 points? More generic, we can say what is the slope of a line actually, because the slope will be constant everywhere in this line, will be consistent, we can say that. So what is slope actually? So slope is nothing but delta y divided by delta x. So delta is nothing but change, here also change. So change of y over x. So let's take this point is c1 and this one is c2. So what is the function value for this point? So the function value will be here f c2 and this will be f c1. So let's try to find out the slope between these 2 points. So the change, what is change in x? So actually this is the change here, and we say this change delta x, and change in y is this delta y. So when we say slope, which is delta y and delta x, so what is delta y here? Delta y is nothing but this part, and delta x is nothing but this part. So when we have to write delta y, so delta y is function of C2 minus function of C1. And what is delta x? Change in x. So what is delta y here? Delta y is nothing but f C2 minus f C1, and delta x is this one, change in x. So this is C2 and this is C1. So this part is nothing but C2 minus C1, and this is a slope between these 2 points. So let's take one example. So this is nothing but 4 7, this point 4x, and this is x and this is y, and this point is nothing but 2 and 4. So let's find the slope here by putting the value here. So what is fc2? So this is 7, 7 minus 4, and then c2 minus c1, which is nothing but 4 minus 2. So this is 3 divided by 2. That's it. This is the slope of this particular line. And what is this in this particular equation? So this is nothing but b equal to 3 by 2, because as we know, on this line b is the slope. So we find out the slope of this particular line. Now see, the slope is consistent in this line, but the same thing will not happen in curve. So let's see what will happen actually in, if you take this function, one function y equal to x square. So let me draw a graph for this. What is graph for this? So this will be like this. So this is nothing but y equal to x square. Now I want to know the slope of this particular curve. So slope of any point on this particular curve, but the point is changing here. As we have seen in a straight line, when the line was there, here slope was consistent everywhere. But if you see here, if you take the slope for this particular point in this curve, so that is nothing but a tangent line. This is the line actually. So this is decreasing here. If you take this point, here also it is decreasing. If you take this point, here it is, slope is 0. If you take this point, so here it is increasing. So in this curve, slope is not consistent as compared to this particular line y equal to bx plus c. So we have to find out the slope in different manner for this particular graph. So how to find out slope of a particular point, this is all about we are going to discuss in respect to this particular graph. So here you can see the slope actually depend on x, and this is y. So slope will be different on each point of x. So if you take any point here, this point, this point, this point, anywhere if you take point on x, the slope will be different for this particular graph. That means it is going to be steeper and steeper actually if you take any different points. So we need to understand what is slope mean. So let's take 2 point here in this graph also. So let me take this 2 point. This is 1 point and this is another point. And since it is y equal to x square, so when x equal to 1, it will be 1 here, and when x equal to 2, the function value would be 4. So what is slope for this? As we know, slope equal to delta y over delta x. So change for y in respect to x. So what is delta y? So this is delta y and this is delta x. So delta y is nothing but 4 minus 1 and delta x is nothing but 2 minus 1, which is 3 by 1. So this is actually coming slope. So slope between two lines. So if you take the one secant line here, so this is, but this is not actually a calculus. We do not want to find out the slope between two lines. We want to find out the slope exactly on that particular point or instant point over there. So when you zoom in, we have to see that particular point, but what we are finding here, the slope between two points, and this is here actually it is not slope of a particular point, it is actually saying average. And this is not exactly a calculus. Calculus is looking slope at an instant, that particular point, exactly that point. So what do you mean by slope at a point? So let's take slope at this point here where it is 0. So here it is slope is 0. Why? Because if you take the tangent line here and it is parallel to x-axis, then the theta in respect to x would be 0, and as we know the slope is tan theta. So theta is 0, so tan 0 is nothing but 0. So here if you take the slope at point 0, it will be 0 always. So now to prove that, let's take a point not exactly at 0. After this 0, take this point, this point here. After this, just immediate, just instant point, just beside 0, you can say that. And what is this? Let's suppose this is delta x. So what would be the value of this function? So as we know, y equal to x square is a function, and if x is delta x, then the slope will be delta x square divided by delta x. So this is the function value y fx, and this is x, instant point. So what is this? If you cancel it, it will become delta x. So this is the slope, instant slope. We can say this is instant slope at 0. So here delta might have been shorter, and we want to push this delta x towards 0. That is where calculus come in picture, taking limit tends to 0. So when we take delta x, if you take limit delta x tends to 0, then it will be very near to 0, going towards 0. So here also it is a slope, instant point slope is 0. Now we take slope at any point, like we have taken this one, 2 point. So let's take this one example for the same graph, y equal to x square. and graph this one. So let's take one point here, x. So this point is nothing but x plus delta x. So if this point is delta x, so what is the function value for this particular point and this particular point? So that will be on this y, this is y and this is x. So this point will be nothing but x x plus delta x whole square, because we have a function y equal to x square. So if the value over x is x plus delta x, then the function value will give you x plus delta x whole square. And what is the value for this x? This is nothing but x square. So here it is x square over y, and this is x plus delta x x square with respect to value over x. So what is slope here? Now calculate the slope, and we are calculating slope between 2 points again, but see how to find out the slope at that particular point. So we will see here. So what is slope here? Again delta y delta x. What is delta y here? So similarly change over y, and this is delta x. So delta y is what? This is delta y and this is delta x. So delta y is nothing but x plus delta x whole square minus x square. And what is delta x? X plus delta x minus x. So this x and x would be, this x and x would be cancelled. So let's solve this. So a plus b whole square. So this is x square plus delta x square plus 2x delta x minus x square. And what we get here? This is delta x. Since x cancel, because this is minus x, this is plus x. Here also this x square and x square would be cancelled. So what we got finally? Delta x square plus 2x delta x divided by delta x. If you solve further this is delta x square delta x plus 2x delta x, divide both side. Here 1 delta x would be cancelled, so here we will get 1 delta x, and this cancel. So what we will get? Delta x plus 2x. So the slope delta y divided by delta x is nothing but 2x plus delta x, and this is actually a average short distance, but not instant, not at that particular point. This is the short distance, you can say it's a kind of slope between 2 points. We want a slope at that particular point when you zoom in that point. So how to find out that? So as we know that the delta is the change, so let's go now. This dy and dx will come in picture. So what is the meaning of d? D is shorter than delta, so change shorter than delta is also a change here, but this d is more shorter than this change. So what is this here? Dy by dx is nothing but limit of delta x, delta y and delta x, where delta x tends to 0. So what we want to do? So this is the secant line, this is the slope of this one. we want slope of, let's suppose, this particular point here. So when delta x tending toward very small, I mean this is going towards 0, so if this will shrink here, y will also shrink. So when delta x, so limit delta x tends to 0, so we have 2x plus delta x, so we will find out 2x, and which is nothing but dy by dx. So this is our actual intention. So now we have to establish a connection between the slope, which is nothing but 2x, and the function x n. So let's see this part. So now we got it, y equal to xn. For this we have nx n minus 1, which is dy by dx, which is nothing but slope. So when we put n equal to 2, so we had a function x square, and the function was this. And now we find out dy by dx 2x. So this is one function, and another one is this function. So now what is the meaning of this? So here it is x, here it is y. So y is nothing but sx, slope. So what is that? We got it 2x. So this is 2x. So when x equal to 1, this will be 2. When x equal to 2, the value of function would be 4. This is exactly we get it. If you put y equal to x square, and when you put x equal to 1, so what is the dy by dx? 2x. So what is the slope at point x? It is 2 cross 1, 2. Here also you can see it is giving 2. When we have a point x equal to 2, so what is the slope? Dy by dx, 2 cross 2, 4. So here you can see if you put x, it is giving 4. Similarly, if you put x equal to 3, what is the value? 2 cross 3 equal to 6. So if you put here 3, you will get it 6. So now you would have understood we had a function 1 which was nothing but y equal to x square, and then we got another function which is nothing but a slope of a function which is y equal to x sx, and then we are here to establish the relationship between these two. Now let's take one example for y equal to sine x. So what is the differentiation of sine x? So dy by dx equal to cos x. So let's see the function of sine x. So here it is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. So the range of this sine x is 1 and minus 1. The value will not go beyond 1 and minus 1. So it will be like this. Then it will go to minus 1, then here, and then similarly it will go here. So this is sine x. And what is the function of dy by dx? Cos x. So the function of cos x is this one, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. So this is exactly opposite of that. So if you see the function of sine x at 0, it is 0, but the function of this is cos x, and this is nothing but dy by dx. So this is slope. So at function this is 1, here this for cos x also the range is 1 to minus 1. So for 0 it will have 1, and then it will go this one, and then it will take minus and then this. So you can see here y equal to sin x is the one function f1, and the differentiate, if you differentiate it, you will get it cos x, and this is also a function f2, and this will give you the slope of a point on this graph sin x. So if you see at point 0 it is 0, but at point it is 1, so it is exactly opposite. Similarly, if you have y equal to ex, one function, then if you differentiate it, it is again ex. So you can establish a connection between these two functions, so that you can do as a homework. So I have explained it, what is the meaning of slope, what is dy by dx, what is the delta x, delta y, how to find out the slope, what is the secant line, what is the instant point, how to find everything. So if you have any question, please put it in comment box. I will try to answer as much as possible. So thank you for now.